What's up, Leo? Welcome to your bonus reading. This is a reading that is owed to you guys because you and two other signs did not get their November reads. So here we are with your bonus. If you've already checked out the December video for you guys, you know that I asked you to please decide whether you would like a career and money focused reading or a love reading. Now see what happened was Libra really came back with the response. And they really fought for both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a love and career bonus for everybody because it has to be fair, right? So hug your fellow Libra a little tighter this month because of them we're doing career and love. So I've already pulled the cards for career. If you are interested in just love, go ahead and look at the comments down below. I will pin and timestamp when the love portion starts. Other than that, let's get into it. But also to remind you, if you are interested in a personal reading, you can email me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. If you go to my About tab, I've got my menu of services and pricing, and we can get everything rolling for you, okay? So, Leo, let's start with the career and money aspect of things. Well, I will say, it feels like you guys are in a time where you've really had to You've really had to practice patience, right? I don't think things have been coming as easily as you would like. There might have been some stalls, some, delays in certain things. You've definitely had to practice your patience, right? You've got the Temperance card showing up as your unseen energy, right? So this is all about patience. This is about hope and healing. This is also about being guided. And just being patient with yourself because you see, like, you have to have this finesse in order to perfectly pour the water into both cups, right? It's about having that balance, having that finesse, knowing that things are coming to you. It's a very spiritual card. So I think you guys have really been in a place that you guys have been having to practice your patience, which can be frustrating, but I think from it, a lot of good surfaces. I also think that this is a really big time for you guys in terms of saving. Some of you guys are saving for a lot of things. It could be travel. It could be your family. It could be some of you guys who may be starting a family. That's coming up as well. There's big emphasis also on children. You did get a son card, which we'll get into that too. But I just feel like you guys are really at a place where you've had to work on and practice your patience. Things haven't been coming as easy as you initially wanted, but it's all for a higher purpose, right? So you guys are starting out with the Hanged Man energy, 6 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Hangman energy is all about having to surrender to something, right? Understanding that the way that we've been going about something a particular way has not been working, right? So it's almost like we have to flip upside down on our heads, look at things from a different perspective in order to get the clear picture. And I think that's where you guys have really been at, having to surrender to a circumstance, maybe whether it's having to do with your job, even those of you who are on the job hunt, maybe things have been looking real slow. You haven't had any really good options, but you see how it's surrounded with all this purple, which is all connected to the 7th chakra, right? That crown chakra that's all about, spirituality and universe and that connection. This time, as I hope you guys have been using it for this time, this time of stall or stagnancy has actually been really good for you in terms of your own personal growth and development, right? If you're paying attention to signs, if you're really surrendering to it, and if you're not, then maybe it's time to. I feel like there are things happening that you're just unaware of, on the under the surface, coming together. But there's a big emphasis for you guys to have to practice this patience, right? And kind of have that divine knowing that everything's going to work out right? This has been, for a lot of you guys, in terms of your career or your finances, a true test of faith, right? But what I love is after that, we get that victory with the 6 of Wands, right? 6 of Wands is that victory. It's about being seen. So I think that's really good news for a lot of you guys who have maybe been trying to apply for different jobs, right? Going on different interviews. This is showing me that someone is, looking up at you. People are noticing you out of the crowd, which is really, really great. Some of you guys might be running into some promotions with your job that you're currently in. The Lovers. Okay. Some of you guys, this having to wait and surrender is really kind of choosing, in terms of choosing your path that you want to do, right? Some of you guys are in a place where it's deeper than just, oh, I need a job. Like you're like, what is my career? What is my purpose? And it's really important that you find something with your purpose, right? Because the Lovers comes up not only just in a loving situation, it's about having love for all. It's about having that understanding and that love for humanity, your fellow neighbor, yourself. It's about things really being in alignment and feeling good. And so for you guys, in terms of your career, that's really important to you, right? You don't just want a job. You want to have purpose in your job. So some of you have maybe been, in that place of transition, to find what it is that you actually want to do or where you actually fit. And I think that, I think it's been pretty effective for you. It was important that you had this time too, because again, looking at things from a different perspective with the Hangman energy has given you time to strategize, right? Seven of Swords is all about strategy. Yes, it could be that sneakiness, that person who's deceitful. And for some of you, it may be, because you do have the Five of Swords as well. So it doesn't surprise me if someone in the comments were to be like, no, someone was trying to throw me off my game, take my job, be shady, that type of thing. Totally would get that. But you've also got that victory card with the Six of Wands. I think everything happening the way it has slowed you down enough to where you could really gain the lessons. And you're getting a victory from it. People are seeing you as someone who's true and someone who is fair. Look, Justice at the bottom of the card, or at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, if there's been any kind of battles in terms of work, like if you've been going through it with another, like a coworker, having to go back and forth to HR type thing. If there's someone who's kind of been trying to play against you, I think that you guys will be fine. And better than fine, I love this Five of Swords actually being here, because that just, to me, is showing that you guys are going to be being the bigger person. And through being the bigger person, I think that's just a better look for you, right? I think you guys are going to be putting down the petty fights, petty arguments. Yes. Four of Swords, taking a rest, really taking the higher way out, really, just getting into your meditation, understanding that people who do things maliciously, because I feel like there might be someone around you who's been trying to be malicious in terms of, I don't know, it's like they don't want to, some people just don't want to see you win. But it doesn't matter, because it's actually gone against their best interest. And people are starting to notice. And people are seeing you as being very viable in your job, right? And so the best thing that you could do if you've got this type of situation, whether it's a coworker, whether it's a boss, is really just kind of mind your business and keep your grind on, right? Now the Moon. Oh, well, let's introduce like this. So the Moon, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. The Moon energy is mysterious. I think that there's a lot of possibilities up ahead. Now, this is what's actually sitting in your environment in terms of career and finances, right? For some of you guys, you guys are going to be changing, shifting, pivoting, doing something different, or doing something more elevated. Hangman, again, yeah. It's like after this period, I don't know, I just feel like for some of you guys, you've had to prove yourself in some type of way. Again, whether you are looking for jobs or whether there was a situation that happened with your job that involved, some haters or whatever. Queen of Cups, yeah. Okay, so you've got the Moon energy, which is Piscean energy. Also, Queen of Cups. So water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, air energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I really feel like you guys are going to do something new. Yep. Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, cool. So for some of you guys, I think you're going to find something better, a new situation. There's a lot of mystery there, but actually I think it's closely connected to what you'd want to do, right? Queen of Cups is a very intuitive queen. She's very kind. She's very loving. She's very emotionally intelligent. And she's driven by her emotions. She's driven by love. So those of you guys who, again, have been in that position where you've been trying to figure out what you're doing, that you're not just doing a job every day. Like you want to have your career, something that you love. it feels like you guys are going to be moving forward in that direction, definitely. Right? Things are going to be more connected. But for a lot of you guys, you have no idea what that looks like or what that means. I think it's important to just be open, be in the receptive mode. Because when these opportunities come at you, you'll be ready. But I feel like a lot of you guys are stepping away from a certain something, a certain job, maybe a certain position. Some of you guys, if you've been trying to decide between like 2 or 3 different things, I think this is a time where you're going to get clear, right? And know exactly where you want to land. And for a lot of you guys, it's a big deal for you. I don't know. It feels like 2020, that decade, it's a big deal for you. Like the beginning of a decade feels big. So you're like, no, I need to figure this out now. But you got to relax into it and kind of let the information come to you too. So 7 of Pentacles with the Death card and the World at the bottom. I think you guys are going to, so if money troubles, again, because it feels like saving and, you know, paying off debts and all that is a big deal right now. God, are some of you guys having a legal case? Because Justice card came out again. Okay, back to my first thought. If any of you guys are saving right now, or needing to be saving right now, you know, just put a little bit away that you can each. I just feel like things are going to be a little bit strapped right now in terms of money. So I feel like you're doing the best you can, and that's kind of almost frustrating too. But I feel like you guys are going to fall into something to where it's like the end of the struggle. I think things will build, but you might, like December, January might be a little rough. I'm gonna be honest with you, financially, just because I think you're getting back on your feet. A lot of you guys, things are just now starting to begin for you in terms of money coming in, or again, just trying to recover. End of the year, end of holidays. So December, January might be a little tight, but I feel like you guys are going to start feeling a lot better in Pisces season. There's something about Pisces season. Some of you guys, if you're going through legal things, you might be getting a settlement. This might have to do with some like settlement claim or, you know, class action suit, something like that. Could be divorce, death of that situation. But I do feel like, I don't know, it feels like Pisces season is really important to you guys. Queen of Cups clarified by the 9 of Swords. I think this is just a really big time for you guys right now. Instead of trying to move so fast and be so impulsive and like quick to make things happen, you kind of have to just feel your way into everything right now. I think that you guys are feeling especially like you want to get the ball rolling because it's like, look, we're about to be in Capricorn season. Capricorn season kind of puts that battery in everyone's back in terms of getting on tasks and, you know, getting on task and handling the business. And, you know, it's a very rulesy, you know what I mean? Like very rulesy planet. Saturn. So I understand the need to want to jump and to get things done. But again, with this Temperance card and that Hangman card, this time that you guys have been feeling like there's been a pause in your finances or like your growth in terms of work, it was necessary. But things are going to start rolling. Things are going to start rolling here. And a lot of you guys are leaving a work situation that you were once in. But it's good because I think you're aligning more with what it is you actually want. But you're going to have to put in some work. Again, January, February, maybe even getting in March might be a little on money. So just be mindful of your spending. But I also think that there's going to be some type of surprise or payoff or news coming to your way during that Pisces season. So it's fine. Don't overthink anything. It's better and more important right now to feel your way and do little bit by bit that you guys can. The little saving that you can do. If you know, times are really, really hard and you can't, like, look, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? But don't stress yourself off or out about it. Okay, so you guys got pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you're paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and future. Okay, so yeah, again, back to saving. Even if it's $5 a paycheck or whatever, even if you have to start small, maybe get one of those apps if that works for you. Like what's that one? Like Acorns or whatever, and it rounds up and, you know, throws the rest of the cents in the, you know, in the savings bank, something like that. Saving is important to you guys right now. And then actually 3 of these cards came out, the messages from the fairies. You guys have Sun. Your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. So again, those of you guys who have kids, especially if you've got kids on the way, I feel like there might be someone who's expecting a kid on the way. And again, that's another reason why there might be some of this real big push for, you know, and overthinking and just kind of worry about certain things that have not been moving, because I feel like you've got something coming up significant. So it says birthday. A significant birthday holds the answer to your great question, or to your question. So again, could be the birth of a child, birth of your son, could be a birthday totally not related. And could be your kids. And then you got debt paid off, okay? And it says the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. So that's beautiful. So again, I think as long as you guys are slowly chipping away at things, I think you'll be in an okay place. And not overthinking things. I think that's a big thing too. No worries. Everything is coming together. Remember, you are guided with that Temperance card. It's all coming together, okay? So time for the love portion. Just give me a minute. I'm going to shuffle these cards again and get some cards out here, and then we will talk about it. Now, this is going to be for you single Leos, attached Leos, dating Leos, kind of Leos, situationship Leos, whatever. Take the messages as it resonates. Again, of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys. So, you know, don't try to make a shoe fit that just doesn't, okay? Okay, Leos, you have just a lot on your mind right now. We popped out with the, with the 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords. What is going on? You guys are stuck right now. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. That's good. So clearly it feels like you guys are in a place where you are just kind of all over the place. You know, I was feeling this energy with the love, or I'm sorry, with the career portion, but also it just feels like all around things are a little bit hazy. You guys might be staying up a lot, just worried about what is going on in terms of your relationships, especially if you are alone. I think a lot of you guys that are single at this time are really missing having a partner and feeling kind of stuck in that, right? 8 of Swords. But remember, the cool thing about the 8 of Swords is, yes, it's a stuck energy, and yes, feeling stuck sucks. But 8 of Swords stuck is you're stuck here because you stuck yourself here, right? Which basically implies that you can unstick yourself there, right? It's you can take yourself out of that mental prison. So if you guys have been feeling alone and lonely and lost and stressed and just not loved and just, 8 of Swordsy, you can get yourself out of that. And you have the Ace of Pentacles coming up next, which is really, really beautiful. This is kind of showing what you guys want. You guys want a brand new start, something that's stable, something that's solid, something that builds to legacy. Some of you guys might have your eyes on a particular earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or it could be an air sign. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But either way, it feels like you guys want newness and something that you can count on, something that's solid. And this counts for you guys also if you're in a relationship that feels a little shaky. It might be a relationship that in a lot of ways drives you crazy. Drives you crazy, right? Your person, Hierophant, Page of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Hierophant card, again, Taurus energy. You guys could be dealing with a Taurus. We did get that earth energy initially, but this is about commitment. It's a lot of times about marriage. And this is your partner. Your partner may also be a teacher. This could be someone who is a spiritual teacher or a teacher otherwise, someone who's very much respected. There's authority there, right? They're a very spiritual person in their own right. They could be religious or spiritual, but and you know what? With the Hierophant card, for you guys, it feels like this person might be a bit rigid, right? And that could be part of the problem too. Oh, Leo, shit. Okay. Page of Wands. This is how they look at you. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this person, whoever you guys are dealing with, it could definitely be an earth sign, but it feels like they're kind of rigid and they're looking at you almost like you're hella childish or like you're acting like a kid. I don't know if you guys may have gotten into some type of altercation or some type of disagreement, and it feels like, I don't know. It's like they'll be like, you're too much. You're acting childish, right? Yeah. And in their wants and wishes, they have the Six of Pentacles. That's all about balance. I don't know. It feels like there's someone, maybe some of you might be financially dependent on this person. It feels like there might be some codependency to this because, again, the Six of Pentacles is about sharing and it's about balance. But you see how this person is giving to, you know, the people on the street. It can also be about the imbalance, right? This could also be about someone feeling like they give so much to a situation. They're always giving you money, giving you this, giving you that, and you just take, right? So with them, it feels like there might be some codependency. Like maybe this person's just more financially stable than you and they use that to their advantage, but at the same time, they get irritated with you when, I don't know, almost like you benefit from it. You know what I mean? It's almost like someone who's like, you know, I'm broke. And you kind of like that because you feel like you know, you're my help, my savior, and like that's your little bit of control, but then you're kind of also irritated by it. I don't know. It just feels like there's some a need for balance in this situation. Now, what is happening with the blocks? You've got the Three of Swords. So this could be someone that you kind of have an off and on situation with, which is why you're just at this place of, oh my God, I'm tired. Like I'm stuck. Why do I keep doing this? Why am I in this? Why am I dealing with this? Because Three of Swords is all about that heartbreak. It's all about that disappointment. It's all about, yeah, disappointment. And so right now you guys might be having a hard time. I don't know. I feel like there might be separation. I feel like there might be separation. And maybe this person is almost thinking of marriage to like fix things. You know how people do that? Like you could not be talking and then they come to you with this big offer. That also kind of feels like this too. Because it just feels like there's something that you guys may have recently gone through. But I'll be honest, I don't know if it's the healthiest thing for you. Going forward in advice, you guys got the Ten of Swords. That's the end of a cycle, an end of a painful cycle. Can you imagine being stabbed 10 times in the back? So this is specific to people who are kind of in like this weird energy or weird relationship where it feels like there's more problems for the most part than good. There's not a lot of balance. Like, yes, you care about this person and yeah, they kind of do too, but there's more manipulation involved here. It feels like, I'm going to clarify all these cards. And then at the end of the day, you guys got the Judgment card. That's, again, going back to making that decision. Someone might be wanting to, someone might be wanting to remain together because maybe you have like a kid on the way. So maybe there's someone who's trying to work this out while there's someone else who's just like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you're kind of both like, I don't know. Oh, the bottom of the deck, unseen energy, is that Four of Cups. That's not really being satisfied with an offer. And then underneath that is Five of Pentacles. But maybe you feel like again, there might be some type of codependency in this situation because I feel like, and then look, you got the Devil card, Capricorn energy. But toxic behavior, it almost feels like there's a need, like the reason why you're here is there's a need. There's a need to be here for some of you guys. Some of you guys, you could feel financially strapped. Maybe you feel like you have to for the children. It's very, 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 very interesting. Now, clarifying that Nine of Swords, you guys got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So what that's basically telling me is, Leo, if you're in a relationship, or this could be flip-flopped, right? This could be flip-flopped. But whoever's in a relationship where they feel like they need to get out, there's not enough peace, um, right now is the time to start making the plan to do that. Because I feel like there's an issue with money. There's money, the house, something like that, that's kind of keeping you here. Maybe it's like that, it's cheaper to keep her mentality for some of you. But right now is the time to start making other plans and start planning out what you're going to do, how you're going to save, where you're going to work, or whatever the situation might be. Eight of Swords is clarified by the Page of Cups. Now, I normally don't read reversals, but this came out reversed. And isn't that interesting that the Page of Cups is reversed? It's like there's not enough love in this situation to fix it, because there's just, for some of you guys, I feel like so much has happened. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like you want to walk away, or this person wants to walk away. There's Knight of Swords. And this Knight of Swords going into that Ace of Pentacles, it's like you want to say the words, but you almost don't know how. You don't want to feel bad. You also don't want to put your foot in your mouth. But I feel like some of you guys want to quickly gallop away from here, because I think you know that like you could have something else that's more solid, more beautiful, but there's something that's holding you back and keeping you in this situation that's kind of just hurtful. Ooh, Lord. The Tower is clarifying the Hierophant card. This person might pull a fast one on you and try to propose. Oh, God, especially around holiday season. Oh, my God. Wait. December reading. Did I feel like there was going to be? Oh, God, I can't remember. I can't remember. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to go look at those December readings. But someone might try to, I don't know. I just feel like there's some type of like you've been dealing with someone in not the best way. And almost like they might come to you with some surprise, will you marry me shit, right? Just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Yeah, for some of you guys, I do feel like there is a baby involved. So this could have something to do with why you guys are even trying. You know what's interesting? In the career reading, it felt like Pisces season was going to be important. That's making me think of the Tower. Okay. Page of Wands clarified by the Three of Wands. That's that waiting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it feels like this. It feels like, Leo, you're stuck because you don't know that you want to be here, or this is the other person being stuck that you don't know that you want to be here. It feels like this person, I feel like they're trying to fix things. And their way of fixing things, like for some of them will be like, oh, okay, well, let's get married, right? And I feel like there's something holding you guys together, whether it's kids, it's money, it's something. You got that Chariot card that popped out with the Six of Pentacles as the, that's Cancer energy. I really feel like this other person is going to try to make this work. So I don't know if this other person, like this pain comes from the other person hurting you. And, so they think like, oh, well, he or she forgave me, so it's fine. Like we can just, I don't know. It's really interesting because I get a really big sense of someone wanting to move forward and someone being like, oh my God, like the thought of that stresses you out. Right? Yeah. Page of Pentacles is clarifying that Three of Swords. So again, there could be kids involved, right? And that could be why we're in this place where, oh man, I feel like I have to work it out. Could be money involved, pentacles, right? Money, monetary things. It could be that's involved. We got that Nine of Wands clarifying the Ten of Swords. So I just feel like you guys are at your end. It's like you're paranoid. I feel like you guys want it to be done and you know that it needs to be done, but you also like there's this sense of like, oh God, I gotta watch my back now, which makes me really sad. That Nine of Wands is someone who's been through the battle. They've been through the heartbreak. They've seen all the things. They've gotten their head banged up, heart banged up, and they've still got the ability and the hope and the fight in them to move on and to go on, right? They're closing out a cycle and they know even though it's painful, they got to go through the cycle. And I feel like that's where a lot of you guys are at. Even if this isn't like a relationship that was bad, it's almost like, if you've ever just been living your life by default and like maybe you realized somewhere down the road that you're with someone, but you actually settled for them, right? And, it's just something like that. Like, although I feel like you guys know that this is a painful time and situation, I think that there's actually true love out there for you. So it makes it kind of difficult. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like the other person may be still trying to push and make this happen. And fuck, what are you gonna say about that? Okay, Judgment card clarified by the King of Wands. That's your energy. That is that fire energy. That is that go for it energy. This is someone, the King of Wands is the most elevated of your suit, but like he is someone who is driven by passion. He doesn't do anything he's not passionate about. He doesn't involve himself with people that he doesn't care about. He doesn't, even in terms of money, like he knows how to make things that he loves, like, and monetize it. He knows how to stay in the pocket of fun and manifesting through that, right? This is someone who's powerful. This is someone who's exciting, spontaneous, adventurous. And, I think for a lot of you guys, again, it feels like some of you guys have been playing it safe. And I think you're going to go back into King of Wands mode, make the decision to kind of stay in the pocket of passion. Because again, I don't feel like it's like a selfish thing that you guys are trying to do. I think you're like, in all fairness, we all deserve to be happy, and this just hasn't been for a long time. I've got, I got swords everywhere. Shit, I think about this all the time. It feels like that. So I feel like you guys are going to be, a lot of you guys are, this is going to be a time where you're kind of deciding to start this decade off by yourself and move on. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And then you got 2 romance angel cards, which was very soon in soulmate. Okay, so very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, right? The clearer we are in our manifesting, the clearer our things come to us the way that we want them, not just like kind of, sort of the things, okay? And then you got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Very soon, soulmate. Soon, or soulmate, very soon, however you want to read it. But I just feel like for a lot of you guys, this union that you're in is not, it's not. Like, it's not for you in some way. And again, the ways and reasons are going to be different for each person. And again, this isn't even going to resonate with everybody. But for you, and this is you, I think you're going to be deciding to move on and planning how to do so in a way that works for you, your family, your finances, your heart, whatever. Okay. So I love you guys. If you would like a personal reading, you are more than welcome to reach out to me at she'svibetarot@gmail.com. And I will talk to you later. Bye, Leo.